I read Liddle Resonance as I walk in and wonder what on earth could have happened to you. I'd heard stories about you before I came to know you. I was always told about how free you were. People would talk about the life you surround everyone with, how visible that love was. People would also talk about the girl that was once around. They'd said she became the one you depended on, and she took care of you every day. It said she would work her hardest to give you the cleanest foundation to stand on. She always wanted what was best for you, and you always told me she was beautiful. You'd remind me of how vibrant and colorful and fun she was with every chance you had. You claimed she was graceful in everything she did. The girl became the only proper vision you could look through. She showed you the doors and windows and did her best to make sure nothing could block you. Tunnel vision mind, she only wanted to show you what she saw, but you couldn't see yourself that way. You fell in love with the idea of your imperfections, being non-existent to someone else, and embraced that. When she was with you, you could never grow old. She would light your fire and stay there for as long as you'd ask, and in that single moment, everything would feel okay. With sweat, blood, and tears, she loved you. She gave everything she had to you. And when that final time came, when for some reason she suddenly wasn't enough for you, she had to be forced away to find somewhere else to stay and another to love. Reluctantly, the girl left. You said the girl never thought to prepare for that moment. She'd be forced to grow and turn her back on you. And then once I was finally able to step in, you were in a mass disaster type of state. You had lost your last piece for balance in all aspects of your life. Nearly unrecognizable, I went on the mission to save you. But at some point, I too ended up in love with you. The mess and the faded color was nothing that you once were. You screamed, I loved her, and I hurt her, and now no longer have her. And you would ask, what should I do? The tears you would cry made me blind, and I never thought twice about what was giving up in my life. Instead, I tried to build you back to the beauty you once were. I was convinced that what you once were was not destroyed, but merely lost, which was just as unfair to you as it was to me as you projected that girl onto me. And eventually, I was forced to come to terms with our situation. No matter what I put forward of myself, and no matter how hard I tried, I would never be her. I would never meet the standards of what you were used to, or fit the mold that you were familiar with. The girl set and met every expectation you had, and you fell in love with that. I could never take that away from the two of you, but as long as I'm around, I promise to keep trying to clean you up and feel better. You deserve to be okay again, to be beautiful like you used to be. Maybe one day, the girl will come back to visit, and she'll light the fire like she always used to do. And she'll sit and talk like nothing had happened, as if it were only a vacation she went on, rather than a goodbye that caused the two of you so much pain. And when she asks, how are you doing? When she wonders what is new for you, you'll be able to say you're managing to be okay. Because I know I am not who you want, I simply just carry similarities. I don't regret opening up to you, and trusting you with my vulnerabilities. These lessons are the hardest ones in life to learn, and you taught them well. But it's time for both of us to finally start seeing our worth and changing. Because the victim is not a good style to wear around. And when she comes back to visit, and I stop by after her, we both should be able to finally smile.